Okay, right, yes. So this is yesterday we started correlated subqueries. Okay, right. And in this correlated subquery, okay. So how to find out the nth highest salary, which is in non-correlated subquery, sir. Whenever you want to write this one, so it will give multiple queries we written here. But in correlated, there is no need to write multiple queries and multiple statements. It's not necessary here. So without using and writing that, simply one subquery statement through, you can find out any nth highest salary from your table. Okay, now, so that is advantage of correlated, guys. Okay, and let you see, but how this correlated subquery is working is going to be executing that we will see now. Yesterday, I was given a small diagram here. So this is our diagram, the last session what we taken here. Okay, right. And now I'm going to, so now I'm going to explain here. So this is what completely query statement. In our query, whatever I used here, the complete operations I'm going to use here, right? So let you see, now we will check out one way. So here internally, guys, here observe internal condition, carefully if you want to identify. So this is our internal condition. So already outer query value is 0. And the 0, how it was came that I was explained in the last session, okay, by the formula of n minus 1. So by the formula of n minus 1, okay, so that the problem we face, that means the problem, whatever that output of outer query value, 1 minus 1 is equals to 0, so that we taken out that, right? So the 0, how it was came, this is the solution for that 0, okay? And now what we want to do, guys, here, inner query, can you see, guys, inner query, where condition you can see. E2 dot salary is greater than E1 dot the salary. This is what the inner query condition. Now this condition I need to execute internally. After executing your inner query, whatever the value returns, that value I need to compare with the outer query value. How much here? Outer query value 0. Compare with the outer query value 0. Okay, now? So that is how it was comparing up to. In this E1 dot salary greater than, E2 dot salary greater than E1 dot salary, right? But in this two, in this condition, can you find out E1 and E2? So E1 and E2 in this two alias names. So which is outer query alias? Which is outer query alias, guys, in this two? Come on. Which one is outer query alias and which one is inner query alias? Yeah. So E1 is called a outer query alias, right? So E1 is called as the outer query and E2 is called as the inner query. Okay. So here, but in this outer and inner, in this outer and inner, what was happening, you can see. First, E1 is executed. That means execution starts from outer to inner because it is a correlated subquery. So correlated subquery we said already. First, which query is executed, guys? Here, first in outer query is executed, and later inner query is set. Okay, so that's why my comparison will be take from E1 to E2, E1 to E2, and in between this E1 to E2, the symbol I'm going to using here, the symbol is so as usual greater than symbol, as usual greater than symbol. Okay, and now we can compare here one by one. Okay, value compare here. So now I'm comparing, guys, here. So 25 is comparing with all values with the E2 alias. Okay, right. Okay, now. So comparison is okay. We're done now. Okay, right. And now you can see now 25,000 above, greater than symbol. Yes or no? Greater than symbol means above. 25,000 above, how many values are there in this E2 table that I need to count? Because I'm using count function here. Count distinct salary. Okay, now? Now, how many values are there which is greater than 25,000? How many values are there which is greater than 25,000? So 25,000 greater than one is 64, 48, and 64. That means 25,000 above. How many values are there? Means there are three values are there: 64, 48, and 64. But here, guys, three values are there. But okay, but here, which key I'm using here? Distinct key. Distinct key means duplicates are counting or not counting. Yes, duplicates are not counting. So now 64 two times is there, and one time you can count. One time don't count it. Okay, na? Only one time counter. Now how many values are there which is greater than 25? Two values are there. So inner query result to 2. Now the inner query result to 2, now I'm going to comparing with the 0. Now let you see. Inner query value is 2. Now 0 is equals to 2. Condition true or false, guys? Condition is true or false? Okay, 0 is equals to 2. Condition is false, right? One comparison is done. Same to same, next value comparing. 18,000, now I need to compare. So 18,000 I want to compare. Now tell me, 18,000 above, how many values are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. But here 64 is okay, two times. It was don't count it two times. Then I will go to cancel one time. So how many values are there? 18,000 above, three values. Now the three values I just go to taken out. Now the three values I just go to taken out. So outer query value is 0. 0 is equals to okay 3. Then condition is false. Right? Now same to same the next one. 8,000. Now 8,000 you just compare, guys, here. 8,000 you just compare and tell me how many values which is greater. So 8,000 above, how many values are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And one is okay, duplicate is not counted. So only 4. Okay, na? Right. Now you just compare here. 0 is equals to how many guys here? 4. So 0 is equals to 4. Condition false. Right. The next one. 64,000 above. How many values are there? So 64,000 above. How many values are there? there is no value 64,000 above. So there is a no value means your count is 0. So that means 0 is equals to 0. Then condition is true. But this condition true at which value, guys? Here 64,000. At which value? 64,000. Condition is true. So that value is returning us. That value is displaying us. Okay, now? Right. In the same to same, the next one is 48 above. Next row is compared. 48 above. How many values are there here? 48 above. How many values are there here? So 48 above only here 2 times, but one is not counting because duplicate, so only 1 time. So that means what you say here, so 0 is equals to 1. Okay, now I just go to taking false. Okay, right. And next one is how much here? 64. The last row. Now you can compare 64 above. How many values are there? So compare here 64 above. How many values are there? So there is no values 64 above, right? Again 0. So that means what I want to say here, 0 is equals to 0. 0 is equals to 0. Condition true. At which value? 64,000. So finally, the first highest salary. Finally, the first highest salary people. The first highest salary people. How many people are getting the first highest salary? Means 2 people. The 2 people are getting the first highest salary in this state. And those information only we displayed in our query. Okay, let you come out and see. Okay, so this is what we written in the last session. Select a star from EMP33 where 0 is equals to select count of distinct salary. Okay, from EMP33 of E2 where E2 dot salary is greater than E1 dot salary. So now how many people are there here? So 2 people, Miller and Jones. These are the first highest salary employee details. Okay, now. So same like this, you can find out any nth salary guys here. Suppose in the next example, I want to go for, okay. So find out the third highest salary employee details. So again, your solution, simple solution for this. So if n is equals to 3, then the formula n minus 1, then n minus 1 is equals to 3 minus 1, okay, is equals to 2. Okay, 3 minus 1 is equals to 2. Then what you want to change means you just change your n minus 1 formula. Now I want to keep it at 2. then third highest salary employee, I will get it. So that means I don't need, guys, here to write a multiple queries in this statement. I don't want it here. So simply we can write a one subquery statement through. You can find out any and the highest salary. Okay, now. So in the same pattern, how I was explained to you, okay, now. So the same pattern. Suppose the next question I'm asking here. The next question I'm asking here. Okay, I wanted the first lowest or least salary employee. I want it now. So again here n equals to what now? Okay, here n equals what now? First least means what now? Again n equals to 1 only. So again n equals to 1 means, okay, again what we want to do, guys, here. Now we can go to give solution for this. Okay, if n is equals to 1, then formula is same formula. Okay, now formula is same, it never changed. So 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. So now I just substitute here 0. But the least salary means what I said here. Here greater than symbol I'm using for highest salaries, right? So now in place of greater than, now I want to use a least salary. So I'm using less than symbol. Okay, now? So just a less than. You just change here. If you give greater than, highest salaries are displayed. If you give less than, lowest salaries are displayed. Now you can see the first lowest salary is 8,000 rupees. Okay. So this is, guys, your nth highest salary, how we can go to find out. Okay, right. In the same pattern. Now, the next scenario. In the next scenario, syntax to display the top n highest and lowest salaries. The top n highest and lowest salaries. Okay, now? Right. So now this is what now top n. So you're also same syntax, guys, here, but in place of n minus 1 formula, n greater than. Remaining all are same. Okay. Now in place of n minus 1, I was taken n greater than. Okay. The solution, just take it out. Solution is what now? Now n is equal. Suppose I'm going to ask you one question. Okay. Write a query to display top 3 highest salaries, employee details from EMP table, EMP 33 table. Now let you see if I'm giving like this. Then top 3 highest people I wanted. Then your top 3 highest means your n is equals to how much, guys, here? N is equals to directly 3. And your formula, okay, of n greater than, formula is n greater than. So n greater than, this is a formula. Just your n value, how much here? 3. 3 greater than, that's it. And remaining internal process same as this. Okay, now, right. So now I can say in place of this 3 greater than, and here less than, in place of less than, you have to greater than, because highest salary. And to execute it now, the top 3 highest salaries are 64, 48, and 25. These are the top 3 highest salary employee details are we display. In the same to same, if I'm going to asking here in the next question, for example, in the next question, top 3 least salaries if I'm asking. Okay, lowest salaries if I'm asking. So again, n is the solution, n equals to 3 only. Yes or no? Again, n is equals to, n greater than means n is equals to 3. 3 greater than only I have to use. So here also 3 greater than as usual. But 3 greater than, if I want to change to lowest means here. So in place of greater than symbol, I want to use less than. So less than and to execute it now. The top 3 least salaries are coming out. So 8,000, 18,000, 25,000. So these are the top 3 lowest salaries employees. Okay, now? So like you can find out. That means finally here one point should be remembered, guys. What is the point here? What is the point here? First, find out nth highest or lowest salary. Then our formula is n minus 1. Right? Now next to display top n highest or lowest salaries, then our formula, just a formula only change. Okay, n greater than. So this is blindly remember these two things, n minus 1 and n greater than. Remaining all are same execution, same to same point. Okay, na? So this is subquery advantage, guys. Here, instead of writing number and multiple queries with a single subquery, we can go to get our nth highest or any highest salary information. Okay, now right now this is what. And the next one is in correlated exist operator. Exist operator. So what is exist operator? Means observe. It is a special operator, guys. Here it is a special operator which is used in correlated subquery only, guys. Which is used in correlated subquery only. So this is one of the special operator was designed by people to using under correlated. Okay, na? Right. So now this is what we called as, guys. Okay, right. So it is a special operator which is used in correlated subquery only. But what it will go to do it? That means why this operator I want to use? Means this operator is going to be used. It is used to check. It is used to check whether a row, okay, is exist in a table or not. Okay, now. So exist operator is going to be just for checking whether our required row is there or not there in a table. Okay, na? So our row is having in the table or not. Okay, na? Right. So now this is what we are using. So it is used to check a row is existing in a table or not. Suppose, guys, if row is exist, if a row is exist in a table, then it returns true. Okay, na? If row is not exist, if a row is not exist in a table, then it returns what now? False. Then it returns false. Okay, now this point should be remembered. Now the syntax is what? Let you observe, guys, here. Where exist of here I'm going to write a inner query. I'm writing inner query, right? Now, so one example observe. What is the example here? Write a query to display department details. Department details. In which department? In which department? In which department employee are working? In which department employee are working? Okay, now, right. So write a query to display department details. I want to display guys here. To display department details in which department employee are working. Okay, now, now I just come out here. So this is our subquery to finding top n. Okay, top and n. So subquery we can write. We check it out. Okay, fine. Now then my requirement is not now. Suppose you can come out and see guys. Here, when I just call it EMP table, can you see EMP table? So this is employee table, guys. But all of you know this. In employee table, what it was having, guys, means employee number, employee name, job, MGR, IR date, salary, commission, and department number. So whatever the information is there, that information is completely belongs to employee. But in this table, there is no department details. But here my requirement is, I want to display department details, right? So I want to display department details, but this is not there. So department details, where it is, guys, here, another table. So another table, DEPT. In DEPT table, we have a departments. In DEPT table, we have a departments, right? So this is one. So now your 4 departments are there, guys. Here. Careful observe. 10th department, accounting, 20 research, 30 sales, and 40 operational departments. So in my department table, there are 4 departments are there. Okay, now in these 4 departments, in which departments employees are working, those employees details I want to display. But here carefully, if you see these 2 tables, if you carefully identify, you can easily understand this question answer. Now let you see the 2 tables I'm showing now. Carefully. These are department numbers, EMP table, and this is DEPT table, department number. Guys, here carefully observe, in your EMP table, department number column, DEPT table, department number column. This is common column. This is my common column, right? This is my common column. Okay. So now this common column, okay, now this common column, in this common column, you can carefully observe, in EMP table, we have it 20, we have it 30, we have it 10 is there. But other than 10, 20, 30, is there any 40? Come on, guys. Is there any 40? 40 is there in the EMP table of DEPT number? No, not it is there. So that means your clear answer is get it. Clear answer is get it. What is your answer? Your employees are working 10. 10 means accounting department employee working. 20 means research department employees are working. Yes or no? 30 means sales department employees are working. But in which department employees not working? 40th department. So 40th department, there is a no employee. Yes or no? In 40th department, there is a no employee. So this is confirmed. Output is confirmed. But how to write here the practical query? How to write here the practical query? Let me see. So this is subquery now. Exist operator can be used under subqueries only. Okay, na? Now I can see. So subquery I'm writing. Correlated subquery we are writing. Okay, na? So used under correlated subquery. Okay. Department details. So department, select a table and B is an alias name. So which operator? Exist operator. Now I want to say select department number from EMP table E. And the inner query condition is what now? Where E dot department number is equals to D dot department number. Okay, na? Right. Now, first outer query is executed. This is our outer query. When I was executing outer query, when I was executing only outer query, first outer query is executed now. When I'm going to executing outer query, what it was happening, guys, here, outer query is executed and returning some values. So outer query entire table is displayed like 10, 20, 30, 40 also displayed because it is outer query. Outer query is what now? Select the star from DEPT. This is outer query. So outer query result is come out. And whatever that outer query values are returns, okay, to these values, now inner query results I have to compare. Inner query compare now, select a DEPT number from EMP where department number, okay, where department number, E dot department number is equal, so D dot department number. This is inner query. Inner query I'm executing. So inner query, when you want executed here, inner query, what it was happening, guys, here, it was matching of data is going to be displayed. Inner query matching data is what now? 10, 10, 20, 20, 30. So that's why 10, 20, 30 is only displayed from inner query. Okay, na 10, 20, 30 only displayed. So the finally, here observe carefully. Now I'm going to entire query is executed. Now you can see entire query and see your result is came. But how it was came means observe carefully. So now first outer query executed. So outer query result is what now? Outer query result is what now? 10. Outer query result is what now? 10, 10, 20, 30, and 40. This is outer query result. Okay, na? So outer query result. And here, which operator I'm using? Exist. Here I'm writing here inner query result. Inner query result is what now? The three values equals returns. The three values equals returns. What is inner query result? 10, 20, 30. Okay, na? This is inner query. So both outer query result, inner query result, we got it. Okay, na? In between what it is there? Exist operator. Now I'm checking here. 10 exist in outer query result. Yes or no? 10 is exist na? Yes. Exist means condition is true or not? Yes, condition is true. Next, 20 is exist in your outer query result. Yes, it is also true. It is also true. 30 is exist in your outer query result. Yes, it is also true. So inner query values, how many values or which values are existing in outer query? So those all are true, true, true. But here 40 is not there in the inner query, so there is no comparison of 40. So finally my result is what now? 10. So 10 is came, 20. So 20 is came, and 30. So 30 is came. Okay, na? So finally, in accounting, research, and sales departments, your employees are working. Okay, now your employees are working. So this is what the exist operator, how it was internally compared. Same to same. For example, in the next question is, display department details in which department employees are not working. Suppose here employees are working, I'm asking. In the second question, employees are not working. Okay, now. So in which departments employees are not working means simple. Here in place of exist, what I want to give not exist. I just go to execute now. So in which department employees are not working, guys? Here 40. Okay, na? So in 40th department, there is no employee here. Okay, na? So this is what exist operator, and exist means having, not exist means not having. Which is not having? 40 is there, not having in your EMP table. So that's why there is no employees working in a EMP table, right? So this is what we call Subqueries are two types, non-correlated and correlated. So non-correlated, how we are going to be using, and correlated, how we are working. So we check out. Okay, now the next concept, view. So the next topic is views. So what is view? And the view, why should we want to go for to create, and what exactly view will be called as, and how to create it, how many types, and what is the advantages of views. Okay, so that is we will check out here. The first thing is carefully observe. View is a virtual, or else it is a subset of a base table. View is a virtual or subset of a base table. So virtual, what does it mean by virtual, guys? Virtual means is it having physical existence, or there is a no physical existence? Is it having physical existence, or there is no physical existence? What do you say virtual means? Yeah, there is a no physical existence. When there is a no physical existence, that is called as a virtual. That is called as a virtual. So that means it just look like, but physically it is not happening. For best example, if you want to understand here, for example, imagination. For example, dreams. So when we're dreaming here at the sleeping mode, when you're sleeping time, so we are getting some dreams. So in the dreaming, what it was happening, guys, here, everything looked like it was going to happen. So it is a really happen, realistically happening. That kind of the imagination, that kind of thought we are thinking in your dreams. So that means whatever I can see it, I can do it in my dream. That everything will be practically is doing. So we are feeling like that. We feel like that. But now you can see, once you wake up, once you come out from your dream, then nothing was there. So that means a dream is just like a virtual imagination. Up to you are in dream, it look like, yeah, everything is happened, everything is happened, everything is happened. But when you wake up, when you come out from the dream, there is nothing was happened. So we didn't go to anywhere. We didn't meet, anybody. We are staying at home on your bed. Okay, now. So that is called a virtual. So like, for example, mirror images. Suppose you can stand in front of mirror. Our image will be reflected. So whatever the mirror outside is there, that is called a physical image. That means it was having some structure, occupied some memory. Yes or no? So that is physical. But what we can see in the mirror, that is called a virtual image. Okay, that is just it was a reflecting from our physical image. Just a reflecting from our physical image. But that is not occupied any memory. That is not having any physical existence and nothing. So that kind of anything like water images, like shadows, these are all are called as a virtuals we call. Here view is also like a virtual. View is also like a virtual. Because of reason, view doesn't store, data. Okay, now view doesn't store data. Data is not storing, but data just for displaying. Not storing, but just display to user. It's not stored, but it just a display. How it was displayed means the data was going to be extracted from the base table. Base table means original table. It was going to be extracted from the original table. Base table means original table. That's called a physical table. So it was extracted data from physical table, and that extracted data is displaying on the screen. But view doesn't store it. That's why view is called as a virtual, otherwise it is a subset of a base table. Okay now, right? So these are the 2 points, keep it in the mind. Okay, let me go for next level of explanation. I will leave it guys tomorrow. And tomorrow onwards, your timings are as usual from 6 to 7:30. Okay, na? So from tomorrow onwards, your classes will be happen from 6 to 7:30. Okay, na? Right. This is the last day it was going to happen. Okay. Right. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Subquery's notes, my people are uploading. Okay, na? So that I want to check out once. Right. Okay.